Hey guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV. We are back with Person of Interest on to episode 11 of season 3. So, HR is dead and buried, I hope. The head's gone, Quinn, and Simmons has... I was actually really wanting this guy to end up in prison with everyone that he put in there and to get what he deserves, because a bullet was too good for this guy. But unfortunately, Elias has had his revenge and has done probably not what Carter would have wanted. But there's no way to actually know. She probably didn't want that until the point that she ended up being murdered by him, so we don't know. But Reese, Shaw, Harold, all of them, they showed the restraint. And even Fusco, that scene between him and Fusco has been coming for a long, long time. However, we now get to move on because apparently further down the road, more bad stuff's to come, according to Root. Right, let's carry on. Episode 11.
Miss Shaw?
We have a new number yet?
No, not at this time.
It's been a while. Guess the city's scumbags have been behaving. Speaking of quiet, have you heard from Reese?
As soon as he was strong enough to stand, he left without a word.
Really?
Any idea where he went or when he's coming back?
I'm afraid only Mr. Reese can answer those questions.
Okay. What are you trying to pull? You think you could hustle me? Come on, man.
Everywhere you go,
Your
isn't
luck
it?
just ran out, pal. Hey, come on.
Fair enough.
False gods, pseudo-epigrapha in the modern age.
Doing a little light reading, Miss Groves? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
She does.
About you ignoring her.
Are you communicating with the machine?
I understand why you want to quit, Harold, but now's not the time.
He lives and works in Maryland. Until recently, he was an IT consultant at a software company, Runyon Technology Solutions. According to this, his diagnosis is glioblastoma multiforme.
Brain tumor. Does it give a prognosis?
Terminal.
Dragonfly is 4 months, honeybee is 4 weeks.
Well, so long as you don't go Mayfly on me, we won't have a problem.
It's like a computer with a corrupted file system. I know I want to remember something, I go to open the file, and then it's just gone. Have you hard-coded the essential values?
I'm sorry?
We must check the database after every operation.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Uh-oh.
What's your specialty?
Clinical oncology and
Why do
palliative
you
care.
care?
What's yours?
Yeah.
Claypool has a government security detail. What did you say his job was?
IT consultant, I realize that's somewhat vague.
Clearance or better?
Yes,
He
I
said
would
his
too.
tumor was causing memories to flood out of him, including some that shouldn't.
And that's why they're here.
Someone's planning on shutting him up for good.
Yes. Because he's probably part of a confidentiality act.
But you're not supposed to take things apart like that. You understand, Harold?
Well, if they don't want you to get inside, they ought to build it better.
Miss Shaw, I'm sure there are ways to get to Claypool that do not involve any kind of combustion. Supervision at the moment.
Hang on.
Who's this?
Claypool has a visitor. A woman, looks to be about his age. Tall, brown hair. Yes. Thank you.
Wife or sister?
Diane Claypool.
Gotta be
His
one or
wife.
the other.
Records show they've been married a little over 20 years.
Who do you think you are to talk to me this way?
I'm Diane. I'm your wife. You just don't remember.
Samaritan. It has to be operational before they can...
Okay, you said something you shouldn't.
I
Samaritan?
don't think I know what they're going to do, but I actually do know.
Finch, did you hear that?
That seems to answer the question of whether Claypool worked for the government.
Yeah, on something called Samaritan.
The name is familiar.
Do you know of anyone who'd want to hurt your husband, Arthur?
No.
Well, somebody does.
He is the most gentle man. Why would you ask? He never talked to me about his work.
Classified.
So I finally just stopped asking, and then
Yeah.
just on the hope that Arthur will remember who I am, even for a moment. And if he does, I'm gonna be there.
I knew I'd heard Samaritan before. It was a classified NSA project. Congress defunded and then shut it down in 2005. Information he's now shouting for anyone to hear.
Well, I can think of about 15 foreign intelligence agencies that would kill for that intel. A syringe in the trash can?
Claypool would have been injected with a radio tracer prior to his scan.
And where is Rudy?
This isn't a scan, it's an interrogation.
It is.
Whoever the threat against Claypool is, they're already here.
Freeze! Don't move.
Shit.
Miss Shaw?
So much for being quick.
Yeah.
Hello?
Miss Shaw?
I figured it was you. How'd you find me?
I triangulated the phone nearest to your last GPS signal. Where are you? I think it best if I remain here and try to identify who drugged him. She avoided the cameras by wearing a hat on the way out, but before that, she logged into the imaging room's computer. And Elizabeth Ross
Knew what they were doing. Which brings me to my next questions.
Why?
Who are you and what do you want with Arthur Claypool?
You know what? This is a public place. So I've got just as much right to be here as you. But if you're gonna sit here, you're gonna drink and not talk. You understand?
Fine by me.
Whiskey. Double.
I can make things very unpleasant for you.
Unpleasant? Oh, you service boys are so polite. Look, whoever came after Claypool didn't get what they want.
I think I've identified the threat to Claypool. As a longtime employee of the NSA, he'd be a prime target for anyone obsessed with exposing the government's secret surveillance operations.
What happened to his guards?
We have to go.
Why?
Because there are people coming after your husband.
What kind of people?
The kind you need a gun for. Grab his clothes.
Finally, somebody I recognize.
How?
How long has it been?
Quite some time.
You should have seen us two young Turks at the dawn of the information age. We were going to shape the future. Remember, Harold?
I do.
Yes, but so do I.
Insurance.
He's got a gun?
Watch it.
Oh, yes, the gun people. What was that all about?
Your job, Arthur.
My job?
You did work for the NSA? When you were being scanned at the hospital, the technician asked you who had them.
Them.
And you answered Rudy.
I did.
Who were you talking about?
What do you have to do with all this?
I just heard that you might be in some trouble. Come on, let's get you
So
settled.
he's here.
We're the ones keeping you and your husband safe.
What about his security detail? Shouldn't the Secret
They're
Service know we're
useless.
here?
Right now, the only people I trust are in this room.
Oh, Samaritan is truly a remarkable project.
You say it is
What is it
remarkable.
for?
Tell me about it.
Its primary function is to detect potential acts of terror through analysis of large data sets. Specifically, it'll have the ability to anticipate acts of aggression and suggest strategic countermeasures before the perpetrators can act.
Really?
The system was designed to function autonomously, to continually adapt and upgrade itself.
That is remarkable.
They had more than one working on this. I suppose that makes sense now.
But then that would mean...
That there was a second machine.
Correct.
And Arthur built.
This is what Root is talking about.
You should be heading off to college, not taking care of an old man.
Yeah, he should.
I'm not going anywhere. And besides, they're building a computer network right now that's going to connect all the universities in the country. If I can't leave town, I'll bring the information to me. I'll find a way.
Machine you built, Arthur. Samaritan. Where is it now?
Nowhere. Samaritan was destroyed years ago, 2005. Yes, I told them the only way they could achieve what they wanted was to build something that not only watched, but understood what it was watching.
An AI.
Truth is, I couldn't get it to work. I mean, I could have if those pinhead bureaucrats would have just given me a few more weeks. I know I could have cracked it. Fear of violating civil liberties, so they said.
And you thought there was another reason?
They let Congress shut us down, all except for that piece of crap PRISM. But that was just to throw anyone off the scent.
It was back when I was doing a lot of stupid things. Drinking was one of them. And then this jackass in a suit showed up in my back seat. He forced me at gunpoint to help him and take a look at who I was. What do you think? You're the only one that's hurting? My partner got shot. So tell me how hiding out in your old man's watering hole is gonna fix it. My dad was here before he was deployed to Vietnam. Did 4 tours. Just proves that no matter what we do or don't do in this world, bad things are still gonna happen.
The truth fears no questions.
Arthur, it's me, Harold. And this is Diane, your wife.
I remember Diane. Diane is dead. I buried her 2 years ago on June 12, 2011.
Go.
Fuck me! You could have mentioned that a bit sooner.
I suppose this was inevitable.
I did not
And
see
seeing
that.
as how time is a luxury we no longer have.
Bitch!
I assume you always wanted to meet me. Control. I was concerned that you might disrupt my attempts to get close to Arthur.
What is it that you want from Arthur?
Just information. The location of his greatest achievement.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, stop it. He's telling you the truth. He doesn't know.
You can help me recover something else that belongs to me. Your greatest achievement.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't do that.
And whoever does will be the one who gets to leave here alive.
Yeah. Arse. Okay, episode 11. What a hell of a cliffhanger that was. Why didn't I see that? Wow, she played that well. Bitch. Oh my god. So, this is the new threat. And it makes sense because same as NASA, you know, their standard procedure, whenever you design anything, make anything, whatever, you do it in double or triplicate, because that way you're securing your odds. So it made sense that while Harold was working on it, others were working on it. And now that's gotten Harold face to face with them. We need Reese urgently, because how the hell are they going to get out of this? And I like that we're starting to get, just putting it to one side for a second, we're starting to see a real early version of past history of Harold, from being a kid and growing up with his dad who had kind of similar problems. I don't know whether, I'm presuming that was Alzheimer's, not a brain tumour or anything like this guy's got. But yeah, official story. Oh, it was closed down, so were all the other projects. No. That's just to keep Congress happy and for it not to be investigated and for the dollars and the money and the budget to be just reallocated somewhere else. And even the machine now's changed from deactivated to unknown. In other words, where is it? Is it active? Is it disassembled? Is it just because she's mentioned the drives from it? I don't know, but that was fabulous. That was really, really good. But Reese needs to sort shit out, get home. Because another emergency is developing here. And I like now that they've moved HR into the past. We have a whole new threat, and it's all centered around the whole series, what it's all about. Damn it. Why didn't I see that wasn't his wife? It threw you because the guy's having trouble with his own memories. So when he's like, who are you? I don't know who you are. It just fitted. You didn't question it. That was the perfect way of going undercover and being right there with him, knowing full well Harold and Shaw would do exactly what they've done. Bitch. Right, okay, we will be back with episode 12 soon, because I want to know what happens next. This series is so good. It's so good. Damn, why have I never watched this before? Right, if you want to watch this in full length, there's a link in the description for the Patreon link, and you can go watch it in full length over there. And if you haven't already subscribed, I suggest you do, because this series is just, it's right up there. with some of my favourite series of all time. It's going to become one of those. I'm probably going to watch this multiple times, even when we're done and finished with all of these reactions. So I'd appreciate it if you're enjoying this series with me and taking a trip down memory lane with it, because it's a few years old now. By all means, hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, guys, and I will see you for episode 12 in a few days' time. Till then, thank you very much for watching. See you for the next one.